Hey guys, Brad the Builder. Today I'm taking you out showing you a couple of other jobs I have going on. This one in particular is a remodeled house. Today I'm going to show you how we're taking this red brick, which we see all over the country, and make this more of a kind of a modern farmhouse look. My friend Steve Reeder is a buddy I went to high school with. This is his house. Luckily he's trusted me enough to take on this project, and he's been a huge help. He really gets into the details. Having Steve, here he comes now, he's been out researching how do you paint brick, because it's not really that simple, and I'm gonna let Steve talk to you about that as he has done my homework, thank goodness. So let's go check out. This is my buddy Steve Reed, our lifelong friend, and what I love about Reed is he has been out doing a ton of research. So you can see we're painting your house white, right, which I was telling the viewers that it seems real simple. You just get paint and paint the house white, but right, you've done some research and found out there's more to it than that. Tell them what you found out, Reed.
So we're going over obviously a deep red brick with white, so we have to make sure we cover, but I also want to make sure we had a product that adheres to the masonry surface. So I've looked in like mineral stains and that, but one product I found is the Sherwin-Williams Locks On, which is made for masonry. So what Lewis is doing right now is he's doing the primer with the Locks On, which gives it a good coating. It also allows the brick to breathe, because brick is a porous material.
So why is that important that the brick breathes? Tell people
well,
that.
We don't want to get any water behind the brick because it can cause a paint to pop. So it allows the masonry to breathe, but it doesn't let the water get in.
So we're putting this primer on right now as I've started.
Right.
And then how long does it have to dry before you put on? What's the next application?
Well, Sherwin-Williams makes a lot of products. I've used Duration, Sherwin-Williams Duration before.
Okay.
And so that's what we're gonna do. So Lewis is putting on the primer coat, getting a good solid coat, and we have real deep
the joints.
The joints are deep.
Brick,
So Lewis has to spray it and then back roll it to get into those deep joints.
So you really get this product on the right way.
Right.
Gives you the seal that you want. So
right,
this color is close to what you're putting in the house.
So this is tinted.
Okay. So this is almost this. We just say that is the color your house is going to be done.
This is the final coat.
Okay.
So they tinted the primer, and we're going to tint the final coat.
Okay, good. Reed's done his homework. That helps me out as a home builder, because a lot of indecision is what slows down this process. Because there's several homes that we're coming up with, that even new homes, we're putting brick on, and then they're painting it.
Oh, okay.
Right. So let's go up a little closer and see how Lewis is coming along. So Reed. Okay, something I want to show you is when we did this house, we actually changed the window size, and so in doing that, we had to find brick that was somewhat close. Not so much in color, but in texture. So if you come up closer, you can see this was the original brick, and this looks like a shadow, but from here up is all new. So we actually widened the window and we raised it up. So maybe you can see it better up here, where we actually even moved the front door. This is new brick, this is new brick, and this is the original brick. So we're trying to get the color as close as possible, but that wasn't as important as the texture. So when we paint over this, the texture will look exactly the same, and you'll have no idea that we added brick to the house. So over here, I want to show you something that we're doing. When we increase the size of the front door, we also added a huge overhang over the front entry. You want a sense of arrival when you pull up to a house. Curb appeal is so important, but also the front door should be the first thing that draws your eye to the home. We wanted to vault this front entry. It's an open gabled end, and we use a car siding that's made out of cedar. So what I've found out later is that the wife thought it would look good painted. I personally think it's going to look better stained. So what we're going to do is stain it, because we can always come back and paint. Once you paint it, then you got to sand it. It's a real hassle. So let's give her the look that I think that she would enjoy by staining everything. And if it doesn't look good, then we can quickly come back and paint it. So let's see how it looks when we're all done. You guys can maybe voice your opinion as well. So I hope this helps you guys to get a sense of, if you want to update your house, even though it's red brick, there's really nothing wrong with painting your brick. We're doing it a lot, especially on some higher end homes, because they tend to look dated. This gives us a chance to freshen it up for not a lot of money. So I'd like to go take you inside and show you some other things that's going on. We're at the trim stage. Cabinets are coming soon. So I need to check on that while I'm here. Okay, going back to what I talked about, how important curb appeal is to a home, this house sits on several acres of land, and the original owner had what they called a front load garage. This wall right here was where you would drive your cars straight into the house. And anytime I can make a house have a side load garage or a rear load, get the garage doors off the front of the house, it's always better. It gives a grander sense of arrival. So you can see this is the original driveway that we've cut it out and stopped it. And so this will be removed eventually, and we'll have a circular driveway out front. But if you come around this way, this is literally an addition to the garage. We have added all this brick, and these doors now give us a side load garage, and we literally pulled this out closer to the street. So we used the old garage for a bedroom because this house was kind of very small in square footage. So right here you can see where this is the new brick, that's the old. This is the old house, and all this here is all new garage. So we picked up quite a bit of square foot inside the house. Take a 2-car garage and you can get an extra bedroom and a bathroom and a supersized laundry room is what we did with this home. We thought it's just less money to add a garage on versus adding bedrooms, kitchens. So that's the route we chose to stay on budget. Okay, let's go inside and see what Tom the trimmer's up to. He's almost done. He's been here for probably 3 weeks. What's nice, we come in right into a mudroom, which is real important. You got hooks, you got a bench, take your shoes off, hang up your coats, then you come around the corner, and we've done a nice accent wall with the shiplap. But you'll notice this is not an outside wall. The homeowners realize this room is kind of an interior room, so we put up super high transom. That's a bedroom on the other side. So we'll let light in, but it's still very private, so you don't need to put drapes on. Tom the trimmer. Uh-oh. Here. We got Tom the trimmer here. Tom and I go way back. You've maybe seen him on a couple of other jobs, but he makes our houses look awesome. So what do we got going here, Tom? Let's back up. I'm going to show him this fireplace that I'll show you guys a picture if we can. We'll put it into the before, because this is all stone behind here. And to make the fireplace look larger than it is, we built this black metal frame around it. Here's the original damper. We had to work around that. So it's a true wood-burning fireplace. By stretching this out, it makes the firebox look bigger than it really is. And now, Tom, your job is you're going to be putting shiplap, and it's going to be
just like on that wall in there.
And it's going to be painted. So show the ends of this. So it's got like a little tongue and groove. So when you stack one, fits into the other, and then the other one fits in here. But you give a joint. Do you set the joint up?
It goes up over and
yeah, it goes all the way up like this. We're putting a mantle on, right?
After
Okay.
the fact.
Oh, after. Okay. Right. How are you doing the corners on this?
Well, there's a cabinet this high. I just had to plumb and square all this up.
Will you miter the corners?
Not here, not from the cabinet.
Oh, because the
down.
cabinet sticks out.
Right, from the cabinet up, I'm going to miter the corners.
But the other side is where it's open, you have to miter the corners.
Correct.
Otherwise, the easy way would put a trim board down one side and create the joint. So
sometimes they like that look, but this one we're just going to miter.
It'll be a cleaner, but a real clean look on this. The mantle is going to sit about right here. So it'll be a stained mantle, and then the TV goes above it. Thanks, Tom, for making this straightened up. I am standing literally in the middle of the house. There was a wall that divided the kitchen from this big living room. Everything was long and skinny. So we blew all that out, put in this huge beam above, and then Tom is going to have to wrap it with wood. You can see here, this is going to be the kitchen. We added these 2 skylights, which turned out awesome. And the reason for that is Steve, the husband, wanted 2 windows, and the wife wins. She did not want that. She wanted more cabinets, so the windows went out, but adding these 2 skylights really brings in natural light. You can see there's not a single light on in this entire house. Cabinets come in about 2 weeks, and this home will start really taking shape and looking good. But we did the wide open plan is what everybody wants. So we took a home from the early 80s, an old boxed up multiple room house, and took everything out as much as we could and opened it up, and it really has turned out fantastic. So in here is their master bathroom. And again, to stay with that farmhouse feel, we put shiplap on this entire wall. There will be a sink, 2 sinks here, and then a freestanding tub that looks outside, and there's no neighbors where they're at. So this shiplap will all be painted. It's going to give a nice texture on the wall. It was what they wanted. The tile floors are already in. So Tom, when he puts his base down, matter of fact, the shiplap runs right to the floor. When you do tile the floors first over putting the tile floors in later after they trim, you don't have to put this little tiny base shoe down. It's a nice clean look, and a lot of people like that. So in the master bath, a lot of people have concerns about tile in their showers because of the grout, trying to keep it clean. Also, an expensive way to do a shower is to build the pan and then tile it. This one has a fiberglass pan that was pre-made, and then we tiled these walls all the way down. And if you notice, we even went over the ceiling so that when the moisture goes up, it condensates, it's never going to mold. But as a backup, you'll see some of this purple. That's a purple drywall. That is a moisture-resistant drywall, and we put that in all of our bathrooms. And then to add, to keep things nice and clean, we install these shower niches for shampoo bottles, soap. Nothing has to hang off the wall or sit on the floor. But the grout is such that it's like a mold-resistant grout, and people love that. So this is kind of an office area, hangout room, but I remember I was telling you about the fireplace with the wood. Here's what I was asking if Tom was going to do. This piece of wood would come down, and then when the two corners marry, it has something to join up to. But more expensive, a more difficult way of doing it is to 45. Take that board, take this out, and have these two boards meet. And that's what we'll be doing on the fireplace. It'll be a really nice look. We're not able to do that here. Real quick, we're back here in this huge laundry room that will have a countertop for folding. This will be hanging poles for hanging wet clothes, what have you. So everything's open, got nice windows. They enjoy large laundry rooms, so we gave them what they wanted. Plenty of closet space. This home only has half a basement underneath it. Right now we're standing on what we call a slab on grade. There is no basement under this part of the house. Okay, Reed, your house is looking good. Thank you for trusting me on your personal home, because sometimes friendships, it gets kind of challenging, but we're not going to let that get between us.
No, and your subs have been great. I mean, I couldn't come back here and find the guys that you have working for you with the quality that you've put in here. So.
That's a good point, because everybody can build a house, but you got to find the right guys.
Absolutely.
And so I've been fortunate enough for 30 some years to have the A-team guys working for us. So the house has come along great. If you guys would like to see the final product, please comment down below, and I'll be glad to take you a tour through Steve's house. So thanks for watching. Hey, believe it or not, that thing smells 10 times better than Flair's cabin. It's like a bed of roses.